Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we will be talking about the CRS calculator, which is your first and foremost, in my opinion, tool that you need to use to understand what are your chances of getting a permanent residency in Canada. A little bit about me. I came to Canada in 2018 as a permanent resident. I used the CRS calculator to understand what are my chances. The score was pretty good and I thought my chances were pretty good because the cutoff at that point was also quite decent. And when I talk to a lot of people, on social media or even otherwise, I get a lot of questions about the CRS calculator. And so I thought, let's make a complete video of explaining what the CRS calculator is and how you should use that. I'm actually going to use my profile as an example of how to use the CRS calculator. You can use it as per your profile and understand what your score looks like. And before going into it, obviously I need to tell I'm not an immigration lawyer or an expert or any kind. I'm just somebody who's trying to help you with some information that I have. So without further ado, let's deep dive into it and see what the CRS calculator is all about. Okay, so first and foremost, you need to go to the CRS calculator, and I will link this in the description as well. So you open the CRS calculator, which is provided by the Canadian government, and you have see go through all these legal disclaimers and whatnot. It just says that it's just for guideline purposes, but what it basically means is that there's chances your score might actually be different when you actually create the explanatory profile. I really don't know why, but that's just how it works. Coming over here, so I started at my application in 2017, and at that point obviously I was married, and so I got married in 2016. And is your no my spouse was not a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. Will you? Yes. So yes, how old I was at that point. So in 2017 I was basically 29 years old. So the one important thing about this, and I just realized the mistake that I made, your years of age is how many years have you completed, not what your year is running. So at the time of my application, I had completed 28 years. I was running 29. So that's something that people, let's say in India, talk about. When we say normally age, we talk about our running age and not the completed age. This is actually what is your completed age. So by the time of this application, when I did my application in 2017, which was around early 2017, uh, my age was actually 28 complete. So I have to put 28 over here, and that's a very good age, because anything less than 30 years old, you potentially get like the maximum points, and once you get to 30 and then beyond, every year your CRS score reduces by 5 points. So that's very crucial to note. What is your level of education? So in my case, my level of education was actually two or more certificates, because I did my diploma in computers and then I did my bachelor's of engineering. Obviously I got my ECA done, which is listed over here, education credential assessment, which basically means that if you have done your education outside Canada, then you need to sort of map it to a Canadian equivalent certificate, if you will, or education. So this is what the ECA is. I did all of that. I got my ECA before I created the Express Entry profile. Have you earned a Canadian degree or diploma or certificate? No. In my case, it was no. Official language, are less than 2 years old. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Which language did you take the official? So I took it in IELTS, but you can also take in CLPIP. Uh, these two, the bottom two, are basically French tests. I only did my IELTS. That was enough for me. I actually did get 8777. I don't remember the exact score. It could be 7.5 here, but let's put 8777 for now. Do you have other language test? No, I did not have. So I'm going to put not applicable. Work experience. So this one, it says how many years of work experience in Canada do you have? I did not have any Canadian work experience. So I have to put none or less than a year. In last 10 years, how many total years of foreign work experience you have had? So 2017, I would have had, I think, 7 years of work experience. So, doesn't really matter because you get maximum point at 3 years. So 3 years or more. Do you have a certification of qualification from? No, I did not have any such certification. Neither did I have an LMIA, and I also did not have any such nomination certificate from a province or territory. Do you have a spouse or? Okay, so this is about if you have any blood or biological relative, brother, sister, etc. In my case, it was no, so I select no. What is the highest level of education for which your spouse or has? Okay, so this one was also batch. So she was a bachelor's of engineering. So this, in the last 10 years, how many years of skill experience? No, so no experience in Canada. Have yeah. So even she got the IELTS. I don't recall exact, but I'm kind of gonna sort of roughly put them. Honestly, I don't remember. So um, let's say 7 here. Let's say 6.5. 6.5. I'm just gonna put these, and I will calculate my score. So the score I'm getting over here is 455. I actually got 465 or something. I'm pretty sure I'm I kind of messed up the. So let's see if I put 7 over here. What do I get? Yeah, so it kind of increases. So I'm pretty sure I'm messing up on her IELTS score. Uh, this would have been much more. So because I remember my score being 464. So let's see if I increase this to by I don't know 1 over here. What do I got? So yeah, this one is closer. So I'm pretty sure I'm messing up her IELTS score. So sorry about that. But yeah, my this is my overall profile with which we had applied for our Canadian permanent residency. And I believe the cutoff at that point that we got was 413. At that point, this was also a pretty good score. Even today, it's actually a pretty good score. But the issue is the cutoff for CRS nowadays is around 500. If I was in the pool today and if I get that score, of let's say 460, 464, you have two options at this point. You either wait and hope that the scores go down. Honestly, they can go down. Nobody knows for sure. Or you can do certain other things. What I would request you is subscribe to this channel and wait for my next set of videos to understand what other options would you have. And I'll actually be making videos with more scenarios or more different profiles, not just this one. I will obviously use this profile as also as a base as to what you could potentially do next to increase your score further. But I'll also use other different scenarios to show you guys what potentially you could do to increase your score further and what potentially your chances could be. There will be a lot of assumptions and whatnot, but that's how things work because nobody knows for sure what the CRS cutoff is going to be 1 month, 1 year, 2 year, or 5 years from now. We're gonna have do a lot of assumptions together and try to see what could be the best case scenario and hope for the best. So subscribe to my channel for more such video. I do a lot of analysis. I do a lot of research. This is something I enjoy. This is something I just do myself to know about things, to keep myself informed. I thought I will set up this channel to hopefully keep you guys also informed. And if you're planning to come to Canada, if you're already in Canada, please subscribe to my channel and hope you have a good day. Take care. Cheers.